guys, it's Holly here at Faces, and today I am here with the lovely Kaylee, who is the CEO of Ella Doons Aesthetics. Kaylee, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today.
Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. So let's just start off by talking a little bit about your business then. So how did it all start? How did you get into the industry, and how have you built your business to where it is today?
Well, actually, I've got a little bit of a story to say about this. So
Okay.
it actually all started with a dream, believe it or not.
Okay.
So like I was always in beauty anyway. I was doing microblading and other beauty treatments. And I went to bed one night and I had a dream that I was doing lips and skin treatments and stuff like that. So I thought, I'll go for it. And that was 4 years ago now. And since then, it's just got better and better since then. So I'm glad I followed my dream. Yeah.
You literally did follow your dream.
Literally, yeah, I actually did.
But
yeah,
having been in the industry and obviously you're doing microblading, was it ever something that you'd kind of thought about anyway, like going into aesthetics? Because a lot of the time it's quite a natural progression.
It was really natural. So I was doing the microblading, lip blush, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've always had a thing for teeth and lips, like ever since I was young. It's always been like something I look at on people.
Yeah.
So I was like, it did sort of naturally fall into that. Yeah, because I thought, oh, I'd love to be able to do lips, and no one else around here at the time was doing it how I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what's made it so successful, like my business in Hertfordshire. So very lucky. Yeah.
So with regards to just going back to like the microblading and the semi-permanent makeup side of things, how did you sort of find that you could build your client base? Because treatments like that, you know, particularly like microblading, you'll see a client like once a year, maybe even longer. So it's like you're always having to have that constant flow of clients. So what worked for you in terms of building it?
I don't know. I think I just made sure I was really, really good at it, because I started my business from nothing. I didn't have help or handouts or anyone to back me. So when I invested on a course, I knew I had to give it my all. So once I completed my microblading semi-permanent, I was like, I've got to be the best. and then that sort of then progressed on to going into derma fillers. Yeah.
Amazing. With regards to the treatments that you offer then, what do you find are sort of the most popular treatments at the moment with your clients?
So at the moment it's skin boosters. I'm finding a lot of people coming for skin boosters, fat dissolving. I'm still getting a lot of lips and facial fillers, like packages as well for the face. But I would say mainly skin boosters at the moment.
Yeah. Would you say it's like kind of going into that colder weather as well, where everyone's kind of just wanting to
definitely. So a lot of people will come back off holiday and you've got a lot of skin damage, sunburn, and everyone wants to have a remedy for it. Or so they go for the skin boosters, which really helps. But I think it's just natural aging as well, you know. We're all getting older. We don't want to age.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? It's like I honestly, getting older like really scares me. Like I absolutely hate it. With regards to like new treatments then, and sort of where your business is going, what have you sort of got in store for the next 12 months? Have you got anything on the cards with new treatments or growth?
Oh, that would be telling. No, but yeah, I am looking at laser. So I'm going to start going down the laser route. For skin. So that is my plans.
Do you know what someone said to me? We were talking about laser the other day, and she was like, "Everybody has hair." I was like, "That's such a basic point, but it's so true." Like, not everybody wants to have Botox or fillers or treatments. But everybody has hair that they don't want there. It is so true. And I think in terms of where the industry is going, you know, it's the big clinics who offer machine treatments where they're be able to make a return. So even though the machines are a real big investment, apparently like you can make your money back so quickly. So in terms of like this move, it's a really good thing to do.
Definitely. It is a big outlay at first, but I do believe that once it starts going, it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. You've got the client base as well. So, you know, it's like a kind of easy treatment that people can just come and get, and, you know, you're not going to
feel good after.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
So just talking about the Faces app then, so obviously you've used Faces for quite some time now. You're very much a loyal Faces user. How would you say Faces has helped your business, and what features do you find really work for you?
Oh, massively helped. So obviously the consultation forms, now offering finance.
Yes.
I'm currently in going through the process with that to offer my
Amazing.
clients, and they're all eagerly waiting. So yeah, I'm really happy with Faces.
Yeah.
They've helped my business massively. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm acting like I am Faces. Like, but no, that's so nice. And, that's what we want to hear. The whole point is that it's a tool for you
Yeah.
and other practitioners and other people within the industry to use. So talking about the finance then, obviously, it's such a valuable thing to offer, especially at the moment where, first of all, you can get finance on like split things wherever you go. Like everything is just a split payment these days. But secondly, in terms of offering those bigger treatment packages, courses of laser treatment, for example, it really just makes the clients, offering that flexibility just makes it a lot more manageable for them. So are you finding that your clients who are waiting for it are sort of deciding on like more treatments that they want to get as a result?
Yeah, definitely. It's something I found that now people want bigger treatments, so and they can spread it over 12 months. So
Yeah.
it's not really such a big impact to them financially.
Yeah.
Spreading the cost is always easier for everyone. So I can't wait to offer that. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting to get approved.
When did you put your documents in? Because I think we've got a
um,
bit of a backlog, but I'll chase it up for you.
please do. So I sent it in, but I keep getting messages saying that don't record this bit, will you?
No, we'll take this out.
But no, I keep getting messages saying that my bank details are wrong. I've sent it to her 3 times now. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's all like the correct details as well. So I wasn't too sure.
Right, I'll check in with the team after this because
Yeah,
it
lovely.
should be
Thank
like
you.
it should be like a 24-hour wait
But
maximum.
literally, it's been a week. I've been waiting a week. I've got clients messaging me. I'm like, I don't want to lose my
Right,
client.
I'll get on to the CS team after this straight away.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
if you want to, do you know what? Re-forward me your details just so I've got them,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Anyway, moving on. No,
Yeah.
it's great to hear that Faces has obviously helped your business. Like I say, that's what it's for. It's to help things run smoothly, safeguard your clients, help grow, save you time, all of that. So really good that it's working for you. With regards to sort of where the industry is going then, with regulation, obviously we don't know what's going to be happening as of yet, but we have had a bit of information from the government around the traffic light system that they have implemented. What are your sort of personal views on what has been announced and the regulation in general?
I think as long as they don't take it away from therapists
Yeah.
that have already been doing it for a certain length or got a certain qualification. I'm currently going on to my level 7 now.
Amazing.
But it's sad to see. I wouldn't like it to be completely medic only, just
No.
because there are such good people. There's beauty therapists that are just, if not equally as good or
Yeah.
better. And I don't like this whole discrimination between the two because beauty therapists seem to be tarnished, as like we're not good enough or educated enough, when that's not the case. We're trying our hardest to be
Yeah.
able to prove that we are more than capable of doing this. And the beauty side of things actually do contribute really well, because it is a beauty treatment as well as a medical
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think, from my experience having worked in a training academy, I would
Mm,
say it was often the beauticians who absolutely smashed it, in when doing
yeah,
their models, because they have an eye for
mm,
detail, they're gentle, they've got that
yeah,
client care. And I'm not saying that medical professionals don't at all, but when you're also training, when a beautician is training next to a midwife, for example, who
mm,
isn't used to that kind of client contact,
right,
who isn't used to that sort of eye for detail and like artistry,
mm,
it's very different, isn't it? And
yeah. Yeah, it's very sad to think. I hope it don't come to that where it is medic only, or you need to have a medic on site all the time. Just because it's really unfair. Because a
yeah,
lot of the actual beauty academies do train a lot of medics,
yeah,
and And me myself, from a beauty background, has had to correct many work by many medics, and beauty, both. So equally, it would just be very sad to see if that does happen.
Definitely. And personally, I think it should be, you know, instead of medic, non-medic, it should be good and bad practice. You know,
exactly. That's
like,
exactly it.
you know,
so I 100% agree with that. Getting rid of anyone that's not working properly or professionally, then I think it will filter them out, which is a good thing. But please leave the rest of us a chance.
Of course. And I think, you know, this whole medic non-medic thing, it's suggesting that every medical professional is incredible at aesthetics and has never done a complication before, and that's just it doesn't make sense.
I've corrected many from many different places, but you can't discriminate between the two, you know.
Of course. And I think as well, it's down to client safety. You know, your clients speak volumes. You know, as long as your clients are safe, as long as your clients are happy with the treatment, happy with the processes, as long as you're putting them first, those are the things that matter. You know, it doesn't matter about your background, as long as you're constantly educating yourself, which you are. You're off to do your level 7, plus you've been in the industry for years. You know, that's a real testament. You know, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to do these treatments. But obviously we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully. Might be another 5 years before anything does come out. But we'll see. What advice would you give to any practitioner who is maybe feeling a little bit stuck right now? Because I come across practitioners across different, you know, beauty, aesthetics, cosmetics, who maybe have been in the industry for 6 months, a year, couple of years, but are just hit that wall where they can't really build their client base. They're really struggling. What advice would you give to somebody like that?
It's a hard one, because everyone's so different in their business and how they operate or how they do their work. But I would say, if it's something that you're passionate about, something that you love, and you have to be passionate about this work, that's what's made me quite successful. If you haven't got that, it's hard, you know, because that's what drives your business forward, is having that love for your work, for your clients, to keep pushing, even if it means having to do discounts, having it's for recommendations even. But it is hard. It does happen. But I don't really. I'm a little bit stuck on that one. I don't know what to say.
No, I think with that, I saw Lindsay Owens had put something out the other day. She was saying like, these training academies need to stop telling their students they're going to earn 10 grand in the first week. And it's so true. And I think that's why a lot of people get disheartened quickly, because they're like, my training,
I know it's a horrible thing to say.
A millionaire.
It's funny you said that, because I actually shared Lindsay's post, and she was so right. And I've wanted to say it for a long time, but you know how people get a bit touchy on things. I never said it.
She said it on behalf of everyone else for us. Thank you.
She did. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for her. But it is exactly that. People come into the industry thinking they're going to make so much in the first month. It doesn't happen like that. It took me so much dedication and reinvesting constantly. I didn't see a profit for a year. Like, it is one of these things. You've got to constantly keep upgrading your skills, your knowledge, your education. You've got to be passionate. Your work's got to be good. It's not about money. This isn't about money. And I think a lot of girls do come into the industry thinking they're going to get big money. And that will only last a certain amount of time. If you're doing like £80 a meal, for example, they're only going to come once or twice until they realise, actually, I don't like the skills, or I don't like the way it's done. And then they go back to who they originally went to. And then that's what can ruin business. So I would say to anyone that wants to join the industry, just to bear that in mind. It's not easy. It really isn't easy. And there is constant education. I went on a course every month for the first year. I've spent thousands upon thousands in my training.
That's a lot of money.
Thousands. It's not just a £2,000 course and bang, you're known, you know. If only it was that simple. But anyone who's passionate will make it.
Do you know what? You've literally hit the nail on the head, because every single person that I've invited on my podcast, I've invited for the same reasons, really. And each person has said, it's about the love for what you do. It's about the passion. It's about your clients. You know, the money's a bonus. Like, obviously, you're running a business to make a living at the end of the day. But if it's just the money as to why you come into this industry, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail because there's so much more to it than that.
Like, I've had clients crying when I've had to reconstruct faces after domestic violence, after having scars on their faces, having to correct work from other practitioners or whatever the case may be. I've had clients crying afterwards, and you know, it makes me feel it's like it's not about the money then. In that moment, you're thinking, I've actually made this person feel so different about themselves.
Yeah.
And that's a massive thing, because we all do suffer with insecurities. We've all got insecurities.
Yeah.
And to be able to fix that for someone and see how emotional they can get afterwards, that is the most rewarding thing. To be able to give like that, that's when you receive. Once you give like that with your heart, it always comes back.
Yeah. Oh, I've got goosebumps.
Yeah.
No, I think
I'm very spiritual, by the way.
No, I am. I'm like, you know, like you said with your dream, like this happened because of your dream. Like, I'm such a believer that you know,
make me emotional. Like, it has come from a dream. Like, I dreamt the name, my name, my business name, everything.
So what happened? What do you mean you dreamt the name?
So Ella Doons, it's actually my middle name, my surname, Eleanor and Muldoon. And like I said, I had a dream about starting a business. This was years ago. I was a single mum, and was struggling. So when I had this dream, I went for it, and that's when I went into the beauty industry. And I thought, if I ever start my business, and I saw my name above shops, Ella Doons, and I was like, I'm going to call it Ella Doons, and that's what I did. And I feel like my dreams have just come true.
Oh, oh my gosh, I absolutely love that, honestly.
And I'm actually opening a new studio in 2 weeks now, so I'm expanding, which is great. So yeah, it's all happening.
Oh my God, what are your plans for the new studio?
So I'm just going to be having other girls in doing different treatments to what I do, just to be able to expand it for my clients, so they can. It's a one-stop shop for everyone, so they can have their lashes done and everything, facials. And do you know what I would like to do though as well is to be able to do some kind of fundraising as well, like with domestic violence, because I've had to deal with women in that and dealing with scars and stuff like that. Like I said, I'd like to be able to have girls come in, or to be able to offer that to clients that are going through that, because that's when you feel at your worst, when you're going through that. So to be able to offer discounts, like heavily discounted services to my clients, especially going through that, that's the aim of this now. And I want to bring in students, girls that have left college that are not very confident. I want them to be able to come in and just to even be able to shadow and watch how it is in an environment. So I just want to be able to do things, even for single mum, because I've been there, you know. So I just want to be able to do something back.
Oh my God, you're literally like a dream. Like, you just no, but such an amazing heart. And it's things like that where, you know, from your own experiences you can give back. And 100, please, like, follow that dream, because I think that is absolutely incredible, and Faces will support you with that, of course, as well. I mean, obviously you've been in the industry for quite some time now, but are there any sort of specific moments that you look back on where you think, God, I'm proud of myself?
Yeah, so one would be being a judge for the Hair and Beauty Awards. I'm National Aesthetics judge for this year and next year. Next year's will be in Liverpool, so I'm over the moon for that. I can't wait. So to be able to judge the whole nation, that is an incredible achievement.
Oh my God, Kaylee, your DMs will be flooding now. Like, loved the podcast. Trying to sweet talk you.
Yeah. And then obviously I made it on. I'm third best practitioner in Ireland as well. I got awarded with that. Amazing. So I do really well in Ireland as well. I go over to Dublin. I've got family there, so
incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud. That's incredible. How did you get asked to be a judge? Like, how did that come about? Because that's like a serious gig.
Yeah, I was just asked. I was literally just asked. And I was just like, woo. And that was before my account got hacked. I actually got hacked at 25,000 followers.
No. And everything.
And that's why I've had to verify all my accounts now, even my personal. Because people still, obviously, once you do well and you've got competition, people don't like it. So they hacked my old account.
People
So I
are
had to start
weird.
a whole new
People are so weird. Like,
I don't understand it, but there you go.
yeah,
But yeah, other than that though, yeah, it's great. It's been
amazing.
great achievements. Yeah.
Incredible. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Honestly, I cannot wait to see what's next. And
Thank
definitely
you.
with the domestic violence and like single mum thing that you want to do, definitely
Mhm.
push that. And like I say, that's something that we would absolutely support as well. So definitely keep me updated if you sort of launch it and how it goes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Perfect. I will do.
All right, lovely. Thank you so much. I'll send everything
All
over to
right.
you, okay?
Okay, darling.
All
All
right,
right.
have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.